to another reaction review video with me, Nina Schofield, singer-songwriter, vocal coach and session musician, and we are here to listen to what could be the top 3 songs, the top most used, the top most played, the top most enjoyed songs from the new Wicked soundtrack, Wicked for Good. Wicked for Good is out in cinemas today as I am filming this, so that's really exciting as well. I can't wait to go and see it. If you have seen it already by the time you watch this video, let me know your thoughts in the comments box down below. But in the meantime, we're going to listen to these 3 songs. Now, when I say they are the top 3, this is from very early research that I've done. So if it all ends up going in a different direction and another 3 songs become the top 3 from this soundtrack, then please forgive me. But as of this moment, these are the top kind of trending songs from the album. And it has only been out for a few hours yet, so it could all change. But these 3 songs that we're going to take a look at, they are As Long As You're Mine, No Good Deed, and For Good. So I can't wait to get stuck in. We're going to do what we usually do, which is listen to all the detail. Of course, there's going to be a lot of rich orchestration within these songs. Can't wait to listen to that. It's going to take me back to my classical training, my classical roots as well, which I really enjoy. So we'll get stuck into all the stuff that's going on with that regard, as well as obviously the vocals and the arrangement, all the things that make songs sound good. Wicked for Good. No, I'm not going to say that. That's a really bad pun. It was not even a pun. I don't know why I said it. Anyway, let's get stuck into it. If you're watching on YouTube, this will be the highlights version of what will be available over on my Patreon page. YouTube does not let me host songs in full, and after a recent copyright strike, I'm really trying to recover in the algorithm and not mess around with anything that's going to cause any more problems. So you'll be watching the highlights version on YouTube, and over on Patreon, as I say, will be that extended version. I will leave a link for that in the comments box down below. Okay, enough talking. Let's get into the music, and we will start with As Long As You're Mine. Single bass notes. Oh, the drone. Okay, that bass. One of my favorite things in music is drones, because you get this tension being built. It's so often found in musical theatre and I love it. So this particular one here, you've got this kind of C sensation going on. So that is being held whilst you have this piano going on in the top. But the C remains. But I'm playing, you know, different chords on top here. So the C minor, then adding in that A flat, so we get this A flat major triad, and then we have our B flat in our second inversion, which basically means when you have a triad, your 1/3 and 5th of a chord, you can play it with your root note, your home note, the B flat in this instance on the bottom, or you can have it on the top or in the middle, and it becomes the root position, the first inversion and the second inversion. And in this instance, we have the second. So many technical things going on already, but this drone note provides that tension in the bass, and it is fantastic. 16 seconds in, and we've already got this going on.
Kiss me too fiercely.
Oh, the changing chords. So see, their dreamings. We've got this whole octave interval movement, so there's a lot of movement within this song that Cynthia has to move through. These chords are gorgeous as well. And she's got that 5th moment drop down there from the B flat 4 to the E flat 4, but the chords, gorgeous, just this E flat, B flat, A flat movement, and it gives you this, I don't know, this feeling of I must rise up, you know. It has that kind of feel to it, and that's what the right chord pattern can do to lift a song. Oh, but the changes. Listen to that again. So we've got here that little movement, that semitone movement from The C5 to the B4 there, love that. All these tiny movements are the most difficult to control sometimes. Back to this. Now feel how the strings are kind of, they're down here frequency-wise and then starting to build. That push there. I love that push, just kind of dragging us, dragging us along. I say dragging, I'm not being dragged, I'm willingly going, but it's that forward movement. Okay, the snare. See, it's not that, yeah, we've got this really gentle drum pattern underneath everything that's going on. That's interesting, I think, just arrangement-wise, because sometimes you think that for a song to be really rousing, it has to have full throttle drums just way up here in the mix, but that's not always the case. Great. These harmonies as well, let's just do that again. Make up for lost time from Cynthia there. So simple, but make up for lost time. Wait, is Jonathan doing that? And make up for lost time. And make up for lost time. And make up for lost time. So you can see how it comes together harmony-wise. Say there's no future. I don't care. Build. Interesting. We have that fifth, so the actual melody, just for this moment, and then they hold those same two notes that we touched together as that harmony, that fifth between the C and the G4. Let me just take that back so we can hear that again. Okay, we have to talk about that. Holding that C5 on top. That's the movement essentially, and it's just so beautifully done there by Jonathan and Cynthia. Now you can hear the drums a little more clearly. I love how dynamically we go there and then back to this walking pace. Ooh, the goosebumps, the goosebumps, the goosebumps. Wow. And just the backing out there, giving it its moment with the strings. Love that. So beautifully done. Okay, so that's song number one. Song number two is just Cynthia Erivo on her own with No Good Deed. Let's see what it's like. Oh, the drama of this. You can almost see the scene. It makes me visualize things, and I think great music often does that, where I'm sort of falling into a scene of something dramatic. And yeah, if the orchestration is right, it really represents exactly what's going on screen. It's going to be so interesting to watch the movie after listening to these soundtrack songs and seeing if my reflections match what I sort of was predicting. Tension. Because you've got Cynthia really coming through here with this more impactful vocal. I think you can tell she's in a zone, putting these lyrics across, having the strings doing this falling. It's almost like the potion is being made with the strings. That's what it feels like to me.
Let him feel no pain. Let him never die.
That vocal.
Let him never die.
Holding it straight. And then letting the vibrato ring out. I also really appreciate how conversational these musical phrases are within this song, and it feels like she's talking to us, you know. The lyrics are important, so important that the melody has to just fully support the lyrics, and it has to feel like she's speaking. Musical theatre often does that. Speaking with a melody. Exasperation. Love that note. That A3, but sung with such passion there. So 5 bars, 2 counts, unless I counted that entirely wrong. That B4, the way that that note changes as it goes and builds, and then again the release onto the vibrato is fantastic.
Charity goes unresented. That's my creed. Where such roads always lead.
Okay, so we spoke about the drums in the previous song, and now you can really see how they're coming through to the forefront in a different way, because it's important, more important in the mix of this song. Bass following that. Just magical. Okay, no vibrato at the end of that, because that wasn't about that technique-wise. That F5. Woo, Cynthia.
When question haunts and hurts, or just seeking attention.
I love that lyric. The dynamic movement there, the way we had that little pause. Wow, isn't that incredible in terms of arrangement? Again, this is another song that requires A, stamina, vocal stamina, but B, this innate inner ear and ability to understand movements, chord movements and interval movements, and how to dynamically approach them. Oh, I just, Cynthia and Ariana, obviously we haven't heard Ariana yet, but they're just so good at this kind of music.
So be it. I'm wicked through and through. Will I attempt to do again, ever again?
That in the centre of that note. I'm going to cry buckets in that cinema when I go and see this. I'm going to cry buckets. I'm already crying. That is just phenomenal. Cynthia Erivo is just incredible. Yeah, she carries that song with such incredible determination from start to finish, and yet she leaves just enough room as she builds it to get to that peak and to do this, you know, just unbelievable. Okay. Okay. We're going to listen to our last of our top 3. So says the internet at the moment. For Good. Here we go. Of course, Ariana's on this one as well.
I'm limited. But there's.
By the way, I'm looking at the lyrics on screen. If I'm looking down here, it's because I'm reading the lyrics as we go through.
And just look at you, Glenda.
Of course, these lyrics being so poignant because of the change from unlimited to I'm limited, and the changes that Elphaba has been going through. Beautiful arrangement. Tremolo.
Because now it's up to you.
So gentle. I think what this soundtrack does so well is it introduces ideas and has a gentle nature to a lot of them, and then suddenly brings us an almost warm hug sonically into our surrounding, into our ears, and re-emphasizes each motif, each idea. You can feel the sadness within this, but also a little hope.
I've heard it said, come into our lives.
You can hear there Ariana's musical theatre background coming through, so differently sung, say, to her pop stuff, obviously. I mean, what an obvious point, but what I'm trying to say is listen to her exact mouth shape almost on some of these words. Let me just bring it back.
To our lives for a reason, and we help them in return. But I know I'm who I am today because I knew you.
There's the hope coming through within the chord sequence as well. Because I knew you. Because I knew you. Into that B major chord, and major chords help us to feel a kind of positivity. So to end that phrase, that lyric, but I know I am who I am today because I knew you.
Because I knew you.
Makes so much sense.
What can I say if I've been changed?
I love the piano. Just the in the right hand is enough to add a little sense of magic in there.
I have been changed for good.
Oh, wait.
For good.
That's C sharp major.
So let me say before we part, you'll be with me.
Beautiful.
My friend.
Oh, the crescendo there. And how it moves. Beautifully done.
Because I knew you.
Dynamically, we come down here.
I knew you.
Because this section of the song is really poignant, and so the lyrics, really, we want to hear those aside from anything else, that the message of the song here, away from a lot of the instrumentation.
I have been changed.
Woo!
And just to clear the air.
Listen to the bass as well. Boom, 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 boom. The way that's moving through here is gorgeous. Gorgeous sound on the bass. Unison. Harmony. Oh. I'm going to pause it, but interweaving vocals, so great in terms of arrangement. The way that held note continued into this section, and then we started doing this. I just love it so much.
Who can say changed for the better?
These harmonies, who can say? Even just that is so nice. It's just that minor third apart, but it does so much with great vocals.
Changed for the better.
That as well. Changed for the better. The way they are a fifth apart and then come together to that minor third. That's gorgeous too. Where are we?
Changed for the better.
Love that.
Because I knew you.
That interval.
Because I knew you.
Okay, we are one semitone away from the octave. Try and sing that interval movement right now and see how difficult, or maybe you find it easy, but I love interval jumps like that. Beautifully sung.
Because I knew you for good.
I love how they come together there. I feel like the unison there is so important because it shows a united front. It shows the way they feel together in that moment. To break apart into harmony probably wouldn't represent it in the right way. So yeah, fantastic. 3 just incredible songs from the record. Even if they're not the top 3 from the record, doesn't it just show you how high caliber the production, the vocals, the orchestration, the instrumentation, every sound choice on this so far is absolutely fantastic. I was brought to tears. I absolutely love it and I cannot wait to see it in the cinemas. I want to know what you thought of those 3 tracks. Tell me in the comments box down below, and if you enjoyed this video, feel free to hit that subscribe button, become part of our family here. As I say, if you're watching on YouTube, feel free to go and find the Patreon version of this, the copyright safe version that is hosted over on Patreon. It really helps support the channel, and you get to watch the entirety of this reaction with no edits or cuts, the way I intend for it to be watched, you know, the way I want for it to be watched if YouTube didn't stop me from doing that. So yeah, I will look forward to seeing you over on Patreon and on another reaction here on YouTube very soon. Have a fantastic rest of your day and love you. Bye.